Hi there, I'm ANDREI, HINODACHE, and I'm the Cybersecurity Community Leader here at Heimdal. I don't have a team. I work with all the teams in Heimdal, starting from the first front-facing team up until the one that's back office. Working with teams at Heimdal, everybody has their own priorities, and somehow we manage to still synchronize and make a synergy so that we can all help each other. So I would say it's challenging, yet very rewarding whenever a project gets completed, because whenever I work, I involve many teams, not just one. Yes, I can, because the company culture is part of our DNA. Well, when I personally think about Heimdal, what I would define as company culture is nimble, forward-leaning, and agile. So we move so fast that if you would take any other person from any other cybersecurity company, they might not even comprehend the speed that we're moving. Now, aside of that, in order for us to have this main criteria that describes us, we are all working together as friends, and that actually enables us to move fast without breaking anything along the way. First day of Heimdal was almost 6 years ago. So when I joined Heimdal, there was a small, chic, boutique-looking office in Romania, and my boss then said that I need to be able to deal with frustrations because I was about to learn a new industry, which is cybersecurity. So she gave me some research material, and me, as a good student, I just sat down, put my headphones on, hit the playlist on YouTube, and then I started reading. Well, in about 2 hours, I literally freaked out. I was about to unplug my computer from the internet and never go online after reading all that can happen just with the click of a button. So that started a very interesting adventure that, seeing myself here after almost 6 years, I would say it was one of the main adventures of my life so far. So when I joined Heimdal almost 6 years ago, I joined as a global sales support person. Then we evolved into the customer success management team. Afterwards, I have handled the US territory alongside the sales director, then handled it by myself, then onboarded a new team over there. Afterwards, I moved into, I believe, sales, then pre-sales, then I transitioned into marketing. So I had so many roles that if I think about it, I don't think I can even remember all of them, and so many side projects. So I would say that Heimdal, for me personally, was like a forge. You just put in some iron and then you shape it into whatever brings more value. Well, when it comes to influences, I would go, since we're talking about Heimdal, I would go with my first boss, ANDREI Botezatu. When looking at this young lady, it's like you see that definition of a one-man army, but at the same time, like seeing her being able to take on any type of project and take on even more roles than I did in Heimdal, which is a bit difficult, it's purely inspiring. It's like when you see a person being able to pivot into anything and do everything that she does with that due diligence and that straightforward approach, I cannot think of anything that she ever had to handle that she didn't sort out. So if I were to take one person that purely inspired me in Heimdal, it was her. She hired me first, and now she's one of my best friends, and I look up and admire her. I can only hope that one day I'll be exactly like her or pretty close to that. Well, if I am to look at accomplishments, I'll at least name 3 of them, because kind of every day that I work is an accomplishment. So just to name 3 of them, I managed to handle the US territory sometimes by myself or with limited resources, which for me it was a massive win. Then I managed to create a department which is now one of the main sales enablement departments, which is pre-sales engineering. And last but not least, with all the knowledge I've gathered and all the experience, I moved into the marketing department to create webinars. And it's about 2 years since I started to do that, and we have over, I would say, 150, 200 webinars already done. The program is a massive success. Everybody is recurring, and if I skip a few, my audience will start mailing me, asking me, hey, did you remove me from the mailing list? When's the next webinar? Well, if you think about it, Heimdal did a paradigm change in the cybersecurity space when everybody was going to get one solution for each of their challenges or areas. Heimdal said, no, you will get one solution and you can actually cover all those challenges. At the beginning, it was a bit difficult because the market was not understanding how to use something like this. But then when Gartner and others started to back up this idea, Heimdal already had a few years under the belt in this particular space. Now, if Heimdal continues on this track and unifies more and even integrates more of the AI and more of the cross-functional capabilities, Heimdal, in my opinion, will be the go-to tool regardless of your company having 2 employees or having 200,000 employees.